Hi, good morning. Welcome to OVTLYR Daily Report. My name is Mahesh, and I'm CEO and co-founder at OVTLYR. Let's get started. I am. Let me open the news today. So the key thing that I'm looking forward is this inflation report tomorrow. Uh, my estimate is again, it's probably going to be in line with the expectation. I'm still looking at 25 basis rate cut in December. And by the way, that key meeting is next week, but this report is going to play a key role, I believe. So there are like industry experts who are talking about, what will happen if inflation comes very hot, for example. So I mean, there are some group that is talking about that as well. But again, in my opinion, it's probably gonna be in line. There's probably not gonna be a very big surprise, right? And it's probably gonna be in line, and we probably are looking at 25 basis rate cut in December. That is one of the key thing that everybody is looking at right now. And I was looking at the broader markets right now, and yesterday, Chinese stocks were rallying up a lot because there was a discussion around, a stimulus plan, all of that. But today, apparently, there were some feedback or some notes that came out. They were saying, yeah, we wanna um, provide the stimulus plan, but it's probably gonna be like kind of a moderate plan. So because of that, I think the Alibaba stock is dropping, some of the other stocks are dropping. So again, and what I was reading about specifically, um, they Chinese want to avoid this trade war, right? So with Trump swearing in on January 20th, three countries he specifically focused on: China, Mexico, and Canada. I mean, you have probably seen Canadian Prime Minister. He was flying to Mar-a-Lago, I think, a couple of weeks ago over there to discuss. But I think I'm glad that he is being. I mean, these are again some negotiating policies. That's how you negotiate, right? So I'm glad that he's doing that. I know some people are scared that, hey, what's going to happen to prices and this and that. It's already kind of was pretty bad from last couple of years. And I think he's doing right. In my opinion, he's doing kind of right thing, because you can't just expect the other party to give you concession unless you are coming from the position of power. So that's kind of like how negotiations work. So we'll see what will happen, but I'm looking forward for some of these policies, how it will impact some of the medium term and long term growth of US economy. So I'm really looking for that. Coming back to OVTLYR dashboard, I'm still kind of looking at this dropping market breadth, number of stocks in uptrend, still in negative, minus 42 today from yesterday. Number of stocks in downtrend, up by two. So, you know, still for me to take any new position, I'll wait, right? And look for more opportune time for a little bit more correction in coming days, and then probably get back in again after some time. Uh, I look at news, mostly positive news, especially 2025. Analysts are very, very bullish on S&P 500. That's what I'm reading right now. And in fact, I was reading news around this chip that Google talked about. Their CEO Sundar Pichai, he tweeted, I believe yesterday or day before yesterday, about this quantum chip, which kind of solved a problem that would have taken almost, I don't know, 10 million year, 10 billion year, I don't know, somewhere around that ballpark, in like literally 5 minutes. So I think it opens up a lot of possibilities, but in my opinion, that chip will not be widely available for everybody. So think about certain, if they have, built this chip. In my opinion, they're definitely gonna use that to improve things within Google. So in my opinion, Google is definitely, one of the long-term opportunities at this point of time. And if you saw stock today, it was up what 5-6% just today. So that is kind of little bit telling about about Google. Uh, I'm looking at Nvidia also right now, with this Chinese probe that was opened yesterday, how it will all turn out to be. In my opinion, hopefully it will turn back around and start going up in coming days. So we'll see. Today we have almost just 12 stocks in bull list and 50 stocks in bear list. So that kind of is more telling of, yeah, there are less buying opportunities and more opportunities where I need to be, careful of maybe upcoming correction. So that's what I'm looking at right now. So that's all for today. Apart from news, you can definitely check what are some of the trending headlines right here on this news and analyst rating page. Some of the high coverage news, uh, you know like some of these companies, are they getting negative news or positive news, things like that. For example, AMD, I have been looking at a lot of online chatter. People are not Investors are not happy with AMD. I mean, they are like literally calling out AMD's CEO, and there's a lot of negative news around it. So again, in my personal opinion, there's a lot of pullback going on in that stock. um, an opportunity may come in coming times, because think about it. If a company is good, right? If a company is good and you look at the data, I keep an eye on the outlier data. You look at the data, and when there's a very big pullback that happens, and if the company is good, there's very high probability it's gonna recover from that pullback, and that's where the opportunities are. That's what some of these things that you should look for. And if you are wondering how do you identify those opportunities, then we have something in our screener, where you can see which stocks, which companies has seen a price change in last 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. We are in fact adding one more option here. Any companies where there is a 0 to 5% change, you will be able to see. For example, if a run up just started happening, you will be able to see some of those companies and may be able to get in early on those stocks. So I'm expecting that change will happen in within next 2 weeks. So we are working toward that. I'm very, very focused on getting some of these changes done in with our programmers. And hopefully we will have a very big update that is coming within next 2 weeks. So again, if you have not secured your annual pass, I would encourage you do so, because we will be increasing our prices. You can go to our website ovtlyr.com, and you can get your annual pass from there. uh, Thanks all. I will see you again tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, thanks.